Just give us immigration reform and don't treat us like dirt. It's not that hard. We're not asking for much. If anything, this is going to help the economy. And we're not asking for you to kiss the ground that we walk on. Just treat us with a little bit of decency. Just a little bit. It's not that hard. I promise you.
Bro, you came here illegally, so you're getting sent back. Like, I'm not really understanding where I'm supposed to feel bad. Like, it's the law. Like, what? Am I missing something? Like, we also can't do that. We can't go to other countries illegally and just pop up and start working and all of that without things in order, without abiding by their laws. And to be honest, it's a much worse punishment if we end up doing that. I feel like America is being generous. Y'all are getting caught and then being sent by plane or sent by a bus back home. That's pretty generous if you ask me. Like, if I go to Russia and try to pull that off, I might not come home. They might lock me up for 50 years for trespassing. Like, I'm confused. The media is trying to make us feel bad. And they're like, oh, this person was 15 years old. He was a hard-working boy. He was in high school, blah, blah, blah. And he was an illegal immigrant from Guatemala. Bro, you lost me. You lost me. He's illegal. So I'm sorry. Like, that's just what happens. I can't feel bad no more. Everything you said before that is disregarded. I'm sorry.
Latinos of all backgrounds. Do y'all not realize black people are not the only people in this country? You got your Chinese Americans, your Japanese Americans, your Korean Americans, your Indian Americans, your Muslim Americans, your white Americans, and your own people. So why in Davy Jones' locker are y'all so pressed and mad at us because we not out protesting? Folks, we did the most effective protesting last November, and the data proves it. We protested when it mattered the most. We were not out here with whole productions talking about some, we will vote for Donald Trump. Y'all was out here with that foolishness, knowing full well, that y'all had a few abuelas, a few tios, tias, mijo, and mijas in your house undocumented. But y'all got y'all behinds on stage talking about some, we will vote for Donald Trump. And you think we supposed to be out here protesting, picket fence in hand, clowning? Like some monkeys in a zoo? No, sir, bop. We did what we were supposed to do. And y'all put y'all's own community in the position that it's in now. And y'all need to live with it.
Okay, this question is for anybody who is Mexican American, Chicano, Hispanic, Latino, whatever, however you identify, it's all the same to me. Doesn't matter. So if you're within that community or if you're just watching, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Okay, I'm about to ask you a question. You let me know your honest, truthful opinion. Okay, my question is very straightforward. Don't make it complicated. Don't go over the top. Answer is yes or no. If you want to explain after yes or no, that's fine. But first answer with yes or no. And my question is this. If all of the migrant workers are deported, would you, your family, or any of your friends sign up to take their jobs? For example, such jobs as becoming farm workers, day laborers, collecting fruits, vegetables, doing all that, assembly line and production, janitorial positions, cleaning, becoming housekeepers, maids, and other services like gardening or even becoming a handyman, or any other stereotypical migrant worker job. Now let me know down in the comments if you would or if you wouldn't. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting conversation.
So wait, people really thought that African Americans were immigrants? Yeah, I know y'all lying. Don't immigrants go like on their own? If they go to a particular country on their own accord, because they may be trying to get away from whatever. We ain't come here because we wanted to be here. We still don't want to be here. Hell, we hoping that they maybe put us out and send us somewhere. Well, what do y'all mean y'all thought we were immigrants? Immigrants? Y'all know the story of how we got here? Do that make sense? Like, this world is so disillusioned about African Americans. We're descendants of Africa, but we've been here for hundreds of years. We're not first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation, fifth generation. Like, we've been here. We built this country. The foundation of this country is built by African Americans. We didn't come here because we want to be here. Like, what are y'all talking about? Y'all thought we were immigrants. Immigrants? Who? Where? Immigrants? I got papers to prove I ain't no immigrant. Like, some of the stuff that I hear on social media is correct. Like, for real, y'all thought we were immigrants. Come on now, stop playing. We don't want to be here now. Get us out of here.
Now people are saying that Latinos didn't know that Black Americans are not immigrants. Child, I just don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say to that. It makes sense though, because the narrative that I've always heard about, why don't Black Americans have the same drive or take initiative, or, you know, the narrative that we're lazy, even though we worked here for free. Like, didn't you know that? Didn't you know that our ancestors worked for free for hundreds of years? Like, I thought that was common knowledge, but I guess it's not. Like, this is really bad. If this is the case, why do you even need to take away critical race theory? People don't know it now. Might as well leave it in place. They don't know it right now. They don't even know the history of Black people in America. I just don't even know what to say at this point. It's way worse than I thought it was. But I do feel like Paul Mooney, that people are getting their Negro wake-up call, but in Spanish. They Latin wake-up call, they Hispanic wake-up call, because they learn it now.
I usually don't hop on these trends unless it's a dance or something like that, something fun. But there's something going on and people are giggling and chuckling, but it's because they don't understand even what they're talking about. There's something going on because of the ICE and the immigration and all that other stuff, where we're finding that people of Latin, Hispanic, somebody's descent that are immigrating, whether legally, illegally, or whatever you want to put on it, they think that the African Americans that are here in the Americas, that have been here and ancestrally been here about 400-500 years, I ain't got time for y'all to play pretendians. I ain't got time for that stuff. We talking about the ones that we know are a result of West Africa transatlantic slave trade. Us. I got to do it in real time with my computer because I cannot remember the name of the book. Back in 2012, when I relocated from California to Nevada for the health and safety of my sons, I was a substitute teacher while I was working on my master's as a therapist. My bachelor's is in English, so that's how I ended up getting credentialed. So if I wanted to go be a teacher, all I have to do is take a few more classes and I can teach. So as a substitute teacher, I filled a vacancy at a junior high school in special education. So basically those children that were in my class or in classes that I assisted in all had IEPs or what is the other one? 504 plans, basically for behavioral or mental health or some kind of cognitive support, or if there's some other cognitive neurodivergency to that effect, autism, all those people that need a little bit more attention, including speech therapy, you know, people that are fully functioning, but they need some support. So I sat in that role. I had to sub for all classes. So I had the pleasure of subbing for history. And back in 2012, I was about to level a classroom because in the actual history book, it said that my ancestors immigrated and were indentured servants. Now let me look up the name of this doggone book. What is the name of the history book? Junior high history book. School of Scholastic. Is it Scholastic? I don't know who the writer is. No, that's not it. Houghton Mifflin Harcourt. I think that's the name of the books. Might be. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's Houghton Mifflin Harcourt. Let me see if we got history books. Let's see. United States history, and indentured servitude. I can't put it up on the screen, but as early as 2012, the books that are in the public schools that are in front of all of our children are telling the students that the slavery part didn't happen, y'all. They were saying that we were working and it wasn't forced labor. And I almost tore that school up because I was like, I refuse. I am not. I stood in the classroom and I was like, your book wrong. Your book wrong, baby. The black people got here through some slavery and they treated us real bad and we did not get to leave and we were passed down like property. Just like somebody can bequeath you a car, we was passed down like we was a car, a pig, a chicken, a dog, cat, rat. Yeah. So I don't know why y'all so surprised. Apparently y'all don't pay attention to what your kids are learning in school, because if you were paying attention, you would know that they've been erasing us out of history. It's just on the TV and on the cell phones now. But this been going on. This was before they even started talking about CRT. 2012 is when I was a substitute. I don't know when that first book hit the shelves, but I know when I saw it myself right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So again, don't be shocked or confused because other people think that we jumped in the water or got hitched to the back of a boat or paid somebody to smuggle us in the back of a truck to get here. Even though it wouldn't make any sense if we've been here for hundreds of years, those things didn't even exist. Hundreds of years. Hundreds. And I don't want none of y'all weirdos jumping up in here talking about, and then we was here, ain't no blood test to prove that. That ancestry stuff is for entertainment purposes. It ain't entertaining when y'all need a DNA test to prove that you ain't the father, though. Okay, have a great day. Bye.
Being held accountable by your own kind is the most effective method. The only method that I might place above that is the feel it to learn method, where you got to make them feel it to learn. That's the only other method that I would put above that. But being told about yourself by somebody who looks like yourself, it just hits differently. It's almost like, damn self, you might be onto something. Damn self, damn twin, I gotta listen to you because you look like me. And it's for that reason alone why I gotta leave the Latino community, why I gotta leave the Cuban American community in Florida specifically, why I gotta leave the I will vote Donald Trump with this clip. I gotta leave you guys with this clip.
100%. African American community is the only community that has the power in this country to change anything. They are the only one with the experience of civil matter. They are the only one que tenían el esclavo ahí mismitico. They are the only one that are not going to get deported anywhere, and you cannot put them all in jail. So African American community, which is the community that is stepped on by Cubans, the most are the only ones that are going to save the Latinos. And
Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said? Because it's the exact same sentiments that every African American person, every Black American person have been screaming since elections time. The same exact sentiments. And now, because of the bullshit that the Latino community have entered themselves into, literally voting against the same exact group of people that now hold the power of being able to save you. She said it. She said it. See, I knew this. I knew that it's only the African American community, that it's only the Black American community that can save the Latino community from the bullshit that they got themselves into. I knew this. But see, you're not going to listen when I say it. But you'll probably listen when she says it. And the thing about it too, see, technically, I'm a Latina. I'm Haitian. But I'm not the Latina that you're going to listen to. I'm not. That one, though, she is. She is. She has that proximity to whiteness that you guys respect. Right? So now she states that it's only the African American community that can save the Latino community from the bullshit that you guys put yourselves into. And you only are in that because you were so hell-bent on voting against the same exact group, against the interest, the self-interest for that same group of people that now are the only ones that can save you. Look at that, full circle.
Up for the African American community that has not come out because it is not. I do. We didn't do shit for them.
I get it. I get it. But I don't.
Me and you support, but in masses, we didn't support anything that was going with them. Latinos, look at Cubans specifically. I'm not gonna talk about any other community because I'm not part of that community, even though I'm a Latina with them. Cubans talk shit about African Americans. Cubans did not support African Americans. Cubans think that they all victimize themselves, that all of this, all of that. African Americans are the only ones that are going to save your asses, Latinos. So you better start kissing. If you're going to kiss some ass in this country, you better kiss some black ass.
Again, it's not coming out of my mouth. She said it. She said it, and she's 100% right. For the I will vote Donald Trump. You guys, y'all got to start kissing some black ass. Y'all all better get to kissing some black asses. And right now, the black asses ain't moving for shit. If it's not for them, they're not moving. They're not moving. So I don't know how you guys gonna make it through. But she just said it. She said it. It's the African American community. It is the black American community that can save you guys from the bullshit that you are in. And you can think I will vote Donald Trump. Think them.
My Mexican family voted for Trump. My mother, who was born in Mexico, who came here because of my grandpa, voted for Trump. My sister, who was born in Tijuana, and her husband, who were born in Tijuana, they voted for Trump. My other sisters voted for Trump. And I'm so upset. I'm so upset about everything that's going on right now. I'm like literally in tears because I'm like constantly seeing everything that's going on out there. I'm just so bothered. I can't believe this is happening. Even U.S. citizens at this point who are minorities are being grabbed and kidnapped, not even by ICE at this point. It's random racist people. Everybody is in danger right now. Everybody. I know people who are U.S. citizens who look like minorities and they're in danger. I'm not even allowing my niece right now on the bus or in certain situations because she looks Hispanic and I'm not going to put her in a situation where something can happen. And if you are happy that these things are happening, I really hope you go to therapy. I really hope that you heal because the lack of empathy is wild. I cannot believe that children are in handcuffs. They're being ripped apart from their family. Children in all these places are getting taken, and it's just like I'm constantly in tears and I'm like shocked. I literally almost sent my family a group chat of like all these screenshots of like, you voted for this, even though I don't speak to them because I'm so disgusted. And I hate these wannabe Christian MAGA fake people who are okay with all of this behavior. I hope that you are critically thinking right now and you finally humble yourself and you can finally see that everything that's happening right now is not okay. And it has not been okay for many different reasons, not just even this immigration that's happening right now. And it's going to get worse.
They only want white people here. Because when we think about refugees who need immediate resettlement, expedited screenings, we usually think about people who are fleeing extreme violence, persecution, famine, war in places like South Sudan, Myanmar, the Congo, not white Afrikaners. See that chartered plane the Trump administration is sending? It's not going to collect refugees that have been sitting in resettlement camps for years, fully vetted, waiting to come to the United States to escape violence. No, it's going to South Africa to collect white people who claim they're being discriminated against. Why would they be getting discriminated against? Probably because they spent generations instituting legal forms of racial segregation and discrimination called apartheid, aka Stephen Miller's wet dream. See, while the rest of the world after World War II saw that maybe racial discrimination not such a hot idea and favored more policies of integration and away from colonization, Afrikaners doubled down on that shit and instituted apartheid. Although it ended over 30 years ago, the social and economic legacies of apartheid continue today. South Africa is the most unequal country in the entire world, according to the World Bank, with white South Africans earning over 12 times what black South Africans do. But don't worry, we're going to make sure that the white Afrikaners who instituted generations of discrimination and segregation against black people get everything they need to get started here in the United States in their new life.